Miss Grace substituted Mrs. Pasantos, our grade 3 homeroom teacher at the Baliwag Central Elementary School in 1960-61. Most boys in our class had a crush on her. Miss Grace always smelled good, amiable, and sweet. To get noticed, boys in our class sucked up to her. I like her too, but not as much as Romeo. He erases the blackboard, cleans the eraser, or sweeps the floor. Not me. With Mrs. Pass, we had this first number of our program thing, an impromptu program where participants can sing, recite a poem, or dance. I hated this because fingernails and hanky got inspected. Romeo could never let go of his black thingy thing under his fingernail, and myself didn't have a hanky to show. Show and tell replaced our previous morning's rituals. Miss Grace told us to bring our favorite things and say why it is interesting. For us barrio folks, that posed a problem. We don't own a thing, and even if we do, it's not interesting. No punishment for this, so that's good. Gilberto Gomez, a rich kid, volunteered to the first show and tell. He brought his stamp collection. Each piece impressed on us what he learned from it. Romeo yawned. "That's interesting, Gilberto," Miss Grace said. "Now please clean the eraser for me." At recess, Romeo and I saw Gilberto tapping the eraser on the wall outside our homeroom. Romeo had his fist bulging in his shorts pocket. "How can we top up Gilberto's show?" he asked. Another kid performed. He brought his collection of miniature cars, others matchboxes, text cards, marbles, tops, and so forth. Rich girls carted dolls, Lego battery-operated toys. The barrio kids' turn came. No volunteers, so Miss Grace picked Nelson. He brought a rusted can of Darigold evaporated milk. He tilted the can toward the class. "This is my collection," he said, beaming. "Cigarettes, butts." Nelson picked one butt. "This butt is a filter of King's Cup cigarettes." He put it back. He gets another one. "This one from Old Gold. Picking cigarette butt is an excellent hobby. Try it," Nelson said. Miss Grace's face grimaced with disgust. We stood up in ovation. We applauded him. Shanong Paksiw performed next. Paksiw was not his real name. We called him that because he smells like marinated fish. He brought dried pieces of different farm animals: cows, carabao, goat, horse, dog, cat. He labeled them each. Eulalia brought to class her friend, Susie, a live hen. She sat her on Miss Grace's desk in front. The hen worried about her chicks on the farm, cackled and pooed. Miss Grace's face turned sour. "I have to be up to par." I collected pail of dead frogs, run over by trucks passing along the Baliwag Cagayan Valley Road. Putrid smell wafted out. Miss Grace ran out fast. Every kid's performance strayed Miss Grace's face. Wrinkles appeared on her forehead. Romeo's turn came. He asked me to accompany him to Mang Oning's barnyard and dug up earthworms, presenting the earthworms as the Robinson family. He picked the biggest and the longest, introduced it as the father. The smaller sized he waved in the air as the mother earthworm. Miss Grace puked so hard, her amiable face burned. Monday morning, we had a new substitute teacher.